Welcome to SoaringHammer.com, 4fit.com. It's Ithaca here. And before I even start the project, let me do a special shout out to my neighbor Teresa. There, you mentioned on the video. All right. Today's video is going to be on Mass Effect armor, and there are actually a couple other shout outs I want to do. And we'll start off with a guy that I'm working on the templates with. Well, actually, it's a mixture. Some of the templates came from Yoda Jammies, and one of the items I'm going to show you today came from Yoda Jammies. So I bought it off him. It's good work. Do a couple small modifications, but overall, it's really good work. Really good work. He decided to change up, and he's going with the collector from Mass Effect. So he's not doing the Shepard armor. But I also want to thank Bryce Utsi off of 4fit.com. He has helped me out with we're doing the templates together, fine tuning things, sending them back and forth, making little critiques. We're also working on some templates in the future for some Halo armor, and also we're going to do some work for the Necromonger from the Chronicle. The what? Not Chronic. The Chronic of Riddick. What? The Chronicles of Riddick. Riddick's Chronic. I also want to thank WTF MFKR, and I will bleep this out this time for real, but his name I believe stands for okay, so and I love the name, awesome name. And but I bought a helmet off of him that needs quite a bit of work, but he sold it as is. What he did with it is really good, but I'm going to show you all the changes that I'm going to make to it, and I also got molding rights with it as well. So without further ado, let's go over some of the parts I'm going to be using and where we stand. Right now I'm waiting on a Dremel to come in to fine tune my edges on my foam, and I'm waiting on glue to finish assembling pieces, my hot glue gun to attach. So there's a lot of stuff I have to do yet, but it's coming along. Okay, so bear with me, it just takes me so much time to get my stuff that I need. So without further ado, once again, let's start off with this here. This is going to be one of the gloves. Now this will be actually painted up with the plastic dip. Now I don't plan on painting the suit with paint. Does that make sense? Painting the suit with paint? I plan on painting the suit with plastic dip, because the plastic dip is what you use to seal the foam anyway, but they sell it in colors. Black, red, white, blue, and yellow. I'm going to go with the standard black, red, and white, but in different patterns than a normal Shepard armor. So it's flexible, it's a rubber coating, and it's color. So you don't need to buy a separate paint to paint over top if you just use the colored plastic dip. So anyway, this is the glove. This will be coated over with the plastic dip once the plastic dip comes in. Really simple to do, really simple to make. Little pieces of foam, other foam, other foam. It's even got a little bit of color texture to it, gray, black, and blah. Okay, so that's the glove. They come in a pair. Okay, are those your skis? Yes, both of them. Name that movie. But anyway, this is the bicep portion here. Very simple. The bicep portion is going to get connected to the gauntlet along with to the shoulder to create a series. This is the gauntlet. The gauntlet, we try to keep as much of the detail as possible, kept the standard shape, extra strap in the middle here. Once I get my Dremel in and I can clean my edges up and round my edges, this will get glue, and my glue as well, and my heat gun. I need it all. But this gets fastened onto here, and then this piece gets fastened onto here once the edges are all cleaned up. And that is your basic gauntlet. Very easy to do, very clean once I get the Dremel in to clean up all my edges. But our templates are actually working out pretty well. When you use a template for and I'll do another video eventually, but when you use our templates, you have to make some small modifications down around your wrist area depending on the size of your wrist. That's another video. So we talked about the biceps, we talked about the gloves, we talked about the gauntlets. Let's talk about the Shin. The Shin needs a lot of modification yet. I need my good heat gun for this. I'm going to put it on my leg, heat it really good, and then start bending it and compressing it around my leg to get a better form of my actual leg. And then I gotta clean all these edges up with the Dremel and stuff yet too. And then of course, plastic dip it, the knee and the shin. So there's a lot of cleanup stuff that needs to be done, but that's a generic general shin. The template for a shin is probably the one that's still being worked on because there's a lot of modifications that you have to do depending on your leg. It's really weird because the standard template is not going to work for everybody. So there you go. It's the shin portion, which is still going to be worked on a lot as far as shaping goes. Then we get into the thigh. The thigh area is not too bad. I actually cut these ends off because I will actually put buckles on the ends, and the buckles they're all strapped right now, but also I will take the Dremel and put a hole or a line through here on this side and on this side, run the strap that goes through the upper portion of the thigh. This is the left thigh, and the belt will go through, and the belt will actually hold on in place. All right. This is a piece of rubber I use to keep this texture, this detail to it. It's already glued on there. All the rest of the detail is already I used a soldering iron or burning tool, whatever you want to use, to burn all the detail on. You can still see my other draw lines, but all those draw lines get covered up once it gets painted. All this green yuck will get covered up once it's painted. All nicely done with the plastic dip. This is the butt cheek. I don't know if it's this right butt cheek, correct butt cheek, but butt cheek will go on once the edges get rounded up, cleaned up. It'll get fastened on, but I gotta clean it before I fasten it. And so the template for the thigh is actually pretty darn good. And everything else that goes with that. Now we're gonna get into the boots. The boots are pretty simple to do. We don't have a template. You have to pretty much scratch build your own. Don't mind the drawings and the marker on it because it's not part of the detail. That was just to give me a nice rounded edge to start making the rest of my detail off of. Strap going across for the detail. It will all get plastic dipped black, so it'll be a lot cleaner looking. And then I still wait for my glue to come back in, but this one will get heated up and bent into shape to go around the back of the boot, connected from there to there, but this will be flat. So it's going to be kind of crazy, but it will bend once it's all heated. But this is a piece that kind of rainbows from one side of the boot to the other. But that will get added on once I get more glue in my good heat gun. The undersuit consists of just your standard, I went with a standard like Under Armour pants and Under Armour shirt. Really simple, inexpensive. Now we're going to get onto what I got from Yoda Jammies. He had already started painting it blue, which is a nice blue, but unfortunately I don't have the blue that he had started using, so I'm going to change it up. These are not your standard shoulder plates. These are the amplifier plates, which is an upgrade on the armor. So it's one thing that I like about what he did. He didn't go with the standard Shepherd armor that you see on the cover that everybody recognizes, everybody's doing. He actually changed up a bit and went with the amplifier plates. His N7 is well done. I like the way he did his N7. I'm not sure. I think he took a piece of plastic or a piece of foam board, and then he used what looks like the printed out on cardstock, and of course it was colored, printed out in color. And then he clear coated it with some form of a lacquer. You can see here he's had all the detail already in it, but I went back through with the soldering iron and went deeper. I like a deeper look, and then when I plastic dip it, I'll go again with the soldering iron, and because I think it makes your detail stand out more if it's a different black than your actual black, as you can see through here. But he's got the front all done, and the back. Now in the back, I do have to say that I did take these lights out back here. He went with a cool method of using these white LEDs with a blue casing over them, but I actually bought blue LEDs, so I took them all out, and I'll redo all the lighting back here. I'll leave the center lighting alone down here and up here. I'll probably cover this with tape and probably pull this one out when I plastic dip the whole armor. And I have to refasten this here. It came undone. I'll probably use the Gorilla Glue rather than hot glue. And I have to extend the size a little bit because I'm a little bit broader or a little bit wider in the chest than Yoda Jammies was or is. So I have to widen the chest a little bit for myself. Probably put a little elastic in there or something. But bought this off of Yoda Jammies, and I really appreciate it. I mean, it saved me not so much a lot of money, but a lot of time, and that's the important part. Now, this comes from What the Fuck, Motherfucker, okay? And this was, I bought it with the molding rights, and this is the breather helmet, and he did a good job with the pep, and he started doing the resin and stuff like that. Once my Bondo, my thin foamies come in, you can see all the writing that's already on this, all the drawing. This is flat with arrows. It's cut, the lines drawn, darkened where I want to cut into. Reminds me I gotta do these, but with this foamy and the arrow drawn in all the areas I want to, those get cut out and replaced with an actual round cleaner piece. Where all the screws are gonna go. This whole back section I'll probably cut out and use this same foam right here, just the smooth side, and build lap layers, like make a round foamy on a round foamy, and then have a round foamy on an angle going up, and then another one overlapping that, and rebuild this entire structure with round foamies, and it'd be a whole lot cleaner looking with straighter edges and just so much cleaner looking. And then I'll take the wood burning tool and put the lines, all the lines that need to go into it, and all the details that need to go into it. So this whole back section will probably be replaced with this style foam. Once my Dremel comes in, I can cut that out. Lights will go in it. Sections will be cut out that aren't as smooth as they need to be or as deep as they need to be. So I'll cut them out completely and probably put cardboard in to back it and smooth it, like here, here, this section. This is probably done with foam to help smooth out. This gets cut out here. Like I said, these will get cut out and replaced with actual caps, just to be smoother and cleaner and crisper. This will get cut out here. All the lights will get added on from here and here, and down in here somewhere is lights. But that's the breather helmet, and I think it's going to come out really good. We're already working on, give me a second, we'll watch the screen, I'll be right back. We already started working on these here, and it looks kind of sloppy until it's cut out, but I printed out some N7s on some cardstock, and then granted it's Iraqi or Iranian lacquer, which is why it's got a yellow tint, but we made these, and we'll cut these out, and then they'll actually get fastened right up here where it says N7. And if you look up here on the screen, I'll bring up the helmet, and let me scroll through these helmets real quick. You'll see the N7 goes right here. So that's we'll have this, and I gotta check the sizing of this. I might have to actually scale these down and redo these, but that's where the N7 is gonna go. Actually, I do need to cut these down, resize them. This one's too big. Oh, this one was based for this suit anyway. It wasn't based for the helmet, so I gotta make them for the helmet now. But that's the concept. They'll clear coat, and they'll go on the helmet. But yeah, this is Ithaca from SoaringHammer.com, 405th.com. Hello, Teresa, once again. Love you, Brittany. And so I download the bleep. To all of you who want to criticize his name of being remember, if we can do it, so can you.